So
But
if you're
at the
not
same time,
doing,
if sorry, I was gonna say, if you have multiple maps for 2 different areas, would it possibly send a good signal to Google saying, yeah, this is actually applicable to both of those locations instead of the one?
To me, it's conflicting data. To me,
Right.
it's just the way I look at it. So, let's see here. It's at 98%. So, any other questions going on? But yes, someone asked me, it was Harley. So location pages, $10 a page, completely maxed out, things to do, places to go, all the content, all the data, all the signals, all the embedding, all that stuff. Takes me about an hour per page to do it. So about $10. So, and if you do, most of the time we do them is, let's say, 50 or so pages. So that's where
I'm ready for that whenever you're ready. My question is since we're not supposed to follow clearly iCare now, which website do you recommend?
I'll send you another one. I actually, if you really want to follow the one I'm going to do, the new one, the Havoc Pro, once we're done installing all the content, 20 something pages, the next step is we're going to go in there and do all the interlinking. And then after we do the interlinking, we're going to do the location pages, and that's going to be your person to follow that I'm going to be using specifically for this class. 98%, just waiting. Go ahead, Ruben.
Hey, William, is there a difference between embedding a GMB map on your page versus having the GMB social media icon linking to your GMB?
To me, yes. I mean, you could link it, but it's not going to do the same thing. It's not going to have all the data and all the signals that are associated with the actual map.
Okay. Thank you.
Whoever that is, please mute it. All right, so your ranking reports are ready. Let's go over here. So you're at 39% visibility, your top keywords, you know, we look at your rankings. This is why I like this report. It's not something you can fudge. It's just going to tell you it is what it is. You've dropped only in 1, you've gained in 2 on Google and on the top 10 and gained in 3 on the top 1. You haven't had any gains from today's date. Doesn't mean in the past, but from today's date on maps. On your maps, garage junk removal, Libburn, you're almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, you've had probably about 20 plus that are ranking in all the keywords. It's mainly pulling is from Lilburn. I don't know if that's the main one you're wanting to rank for.
That's where that's his actual address that's hidden in GMB. That's where he's mainly based out of, yeah.
So if you started adding in all the other service areas, he's probably, I'd almost bet, not going to be ranking there, but let's just do DeKalb County junk removal. Let's add in that so we can just show you one. Junk removal, DeKalb County. I'll make sure I spelled that right because I haven't been in Georgia in a while.
Do you want to use the county or do you want to use one of the towns in the county?
Oh, you can do both, but right, his main, if you will, foundational page on this location is by county, and then he breaks the counties into, let's say, Brookhaven. So
right.
Let's choose Brookhaven as another one. Junk removal Brookhaven. We'll throw that one in there too. And remove the dash. And that is correct. And now we will wait on those rankings. They should come back pretty fast. But yeah, the site looks really good. I always like bright colors. So of course I have red and black or yellow, and I used to have a logo as yellow and black. So let's see. Come on, baby, give it to me. All right, chat. at 88%. And if those of y'all want to actually hang around, I'll probably do one more audit, okay? Might as well. If you got time, I got the time.
Overtime.
Yeah, what's interesting about Tom, I mean, he's one of the reasons I like him too. He seemed pretty honest, and that's very rare to find in SEO. He said, I'll be honest, I suck at SEO. I'm not great at SEO. But what I'm great at is selling rank and rent sites before they're even ranked. I was like, well, as long as you can, as long as you can sell the service and you know how to do it and you know the processes, that's all that matters, really. Most agencies are the same way, really. They're great at sales, but they're not great at SEO. They're not great at web, but they can sell it. So it doesn't matter as long as you know what you're good at. But let's see here. He'll be on next Tuesday, FYI. He's going to be talking specifically, I know, to agencies, and this applies to any business, but how to get more qualified customers and qualified clients, which I know in his mind means higher paying clients. All right, we're waiting. It's 88%. So anybody got any questions? Go ahead and ask them.
Yeah. So William, you're saying like if you redirect out of the contact form to your GMB, that's another form of.
Well, you could do like when they hit submit, it goes to a thank you page, and then the thank you page, for faster service, click here, and then they click here and it takes them to the GMB. Another way is fuck the thank you page, and when they submit it, it just automatically takes them to GMB, which is what I do.
Yeah, I remember you posted that a while back, and I was like,
yeah,
okay.
That's what got me booted. One of the many things that got me booted, but whatever.
Oh, those Google police, man.
Oh,
They're real.
They're full of them.
While you're just hanging out here, what are your thoughts on, so like I got a client that wants to, or built a directory page just to some other local businesses that she just want to kind of promote or that she worked with before. Linking those like on that directory page out to those GMBs, just like for other like local signals coming into that page, not a big deal probably.
I would not do it on her main money site. If I was going to do it, I'd create a separate website. But I would do it for certain reasons. I've done directory type websites for other companies. So for specifically doctors, moving companies, stuff like that. So let's go down here to junk removal. Junk removal, Brookhaven. Let's go over here. These are the two newest ones we're in. Brookhaven and we'll get to it. Google Organic, you're on page 3. Junk removal, DeKalb County, you're nowhere to be found except on Yahoo. Now, if I go to junk removal, Brookhaven in the maps, you are at number 7, and junk removal, let's look for in DeKalb County. That's another reason. DeKalb County, you're on number 36 in your maps. So your maps, when it comes to the main actual pages you're trying to rank for, you're not ranking yet as good as you need to be for like the county and Brookhaven. That being said, like I said before, it's probably because, like you said, his service address is actually Little, is the other, Little Burn. And then the other areas is where he wants to put stronger signals at, Brookhaven and the surrounding areas. And
it's
then,
maybe 20 miles away. So for it being a 3-month-old site, I'm not.
not especially not junk removal, because junk removal on top of junk removal is hard to actually get ranked in, believe it or not. It's actually you probably know it, but it's very competitive, more than most people would think. You get Gwinnett County. I don't, where's Gwinnett County? Yeah, Gwinnett County is like the third on your list. It's in alphabetical order. I don't know if that's like your main. Let's look at it real quick. I'm going to do it for Gwinnett County just to see, because that's your main header on the page. So
Yeah, some of those things I still have to rework because in Lilburn is his his main location, Gwinnett, and it's in Gwinnett County. But I don't have actual county pages; those are just like hollow tabs to go through. So I might, moving forward, make like actual county pages too. I'm debating about that.
just curious. I want to see where Gwinnett's at just to see if it's ranking higher, because you got the, it's optimized on the homepage for it and it has Gwinnett in the headers. So I want to see. Let's see over here. Good night, early trip. Yep. And I will reply back to your email, Harley. Yep. Thanks for keep it rocking. Yep. I will talk to you soon, Anthony. Let's see. It's at 80%.
One other quick question.
Yep.
Linking. So when you're doing a GMB post and you link out to a citation or to a backlink, do you think that indexes that citation and that backlink?
Yes, it does. That's
Sweet.
why I tell people whenever you do the posts and stuff, you need to have an Excel spreadsheet where you keep track of all this stuff, because I do backlinking to all of it. So
Yeah, from the GMB, which makes it,
yeah,
makes Google crawl it.
and then
Crazy.
sometimes I'll put links in the actual post. But here's the deal with that, which most people don't understand, is A, it works. B, Google hates it. Obviously, they hate it because it works. Depending on your industry, they may reject the post. And when they are rejecting it, I can tell you 100% it's because of the links inside the body of the text.
The body of the text.
If you remove those links from the body of the text, yes, you're not going to get as much juice like I like. And you put it in the learn more instead at the bottom of the post, you're still going to get some juice, but it's not going to be what I want. The post will be accepted. I've had it happen, but generally speaking, they reject them whenever you do it the other way. Gwinnett County junk removal, you're number 7 in the map. So yeah, and for 3 months, I mean, I would honestly, if you do some of the things that we're talking about in the class, give it another 2 months and you probably be in the top 3. I mean, just my guesstimate ballpark. If you're already there in top 7, it shouldn't be that difficult to push it over the edge. Let's see, 77 haulers. All right, Brock, are you still in? Yep, you're still in here. I'll go ahead and do youngsmovingservice.com.
Sweet, thanks.
Yeah. And let's go over here, go to your auditor, go to this. We'll run multiple things at once. Movers is another competitive one too. I don't realize how competitive, but thanks, Devon. Appreciate you.
Well, I'm a new young agency, and this was a new client, and I'm not getting paid near enough. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, not for, I don't touch for Nash, for my prices are, cheaper still, even for an agency, for something like that, you won't get it for less than 5K.
Whoa.
So that's national. If you're doing specifically regional is still going to, regional will be more expensive. Local will be the same price as normal, but it's still very competitive. You're still talking 6 months to a year when moving companies. So, but it's running the reports. All right. So let's go and do a screen share. This is the last one, guys, for today. youngsmovingservice.com. You get 86 issues, 4 errors, 15 warnings, only 67 infos. You have a 400 status code, which is probably coming from these 7 broken links. You have some empty title tags, too long titles, empty meta descriptions. It'll take about a day or less or a few hours to fix this. Let's go over to your non-indexing and double check that. No indexing, local resources, which I'll click on that and see where that page is going to. So this is no indexed.
I may have done that initially and forgot to go back and change it.
Yep. So fix that. That's one thing.
Yep.
The rest of this, it just looks like your regular WordPress data, which should all be no indexed. Okay. WP content, stuff like that. So I'm going to save this. If you need it, just let me know and I will send that over to you. Now, as
Sweet.
far as the actual website, let's go ahead and shoot on that. So yeah, you're not ranking for any keywords yet. It's not pulling nothing.
Yeah, it's a brand spanking new site.
Yeah, so it's not.
She had another agency completely screw over.
Yep.
GMB and everything, like 100+ reviews.
Yep. So you have the sticky header, which is awesome. You have the get a free estimate up here, which is going to Best Moving Company, Rogers, Arizona, or Arkansas. Your service pages, you have them all, pretty permalinks, which just simply means you got them named according to your keywords instead of gibbery gook. I do not like this part right here because you don't have your top header. I mean, your H1 header should include the location that you're based out of, I would say. Moving company or best moving company, according to what you're trying to rank for, is Arkansas. So I would name it best moving company in Arkansas. Whenever this fills out, you could optimize this, go to the thank you page there, go to the GMB. You do have this here, which is awesome. I would just put it up here, okay, as well.
Yeah, so the other one is technically, that is my H1, but I've got the H2 above that, so I probably need to fix that.
Okay, you're echoing, so you got your text here. Then we got citizens of Rogers have spoken, which is your GMB, and your Google reviews, which is awesome. This is pulling from actually Google. You got your awards. If we open up the image or inspect the images are just named gobbledygook because it's on a CDN. But if we actually inspect it, let's see what the images are named, just out of curiosity on these, and it doesn't look like they're optimized. But you have some good text here. It goes, local moving services, seniors, long distance. You have this, maxed out as far as text, what I would do at least. Areas we serve, you actually have a physical address, not just a sob. You have your telephone number, click to call, schedule a walkthrough, all this jazz. You got tons of the content. You don't have your location pages set up, which is what I would definitely do.
Yeah, that's brand new to me.
Yep. And then let's go into one of your services. And then underneath your services, I would change your header here to be whatever the service page is. Instead of down here, I would put it up here because this is below the fold. Anything below the fold, honestly, Google pays attention to more of this up here. You could actually create more content based off of this information right here, additional pages and interlinking to those pages. But overall, I like the way it's set up. I like the fact you got a big green button that follows you. Let's go to the contact us page and see. Yep, you got the form once again. You got the moving process. You got your Google reviews. But overall, I mean, it's good. I would just change those couple of things we talked about, and then you're gonna, like I said, because if it's a moving company in Arkansas, you're going to look at probably about 6 months to get them ranked, and then once you're ranking, as long as you do it right, you could dominate the area. Let me see. I don't see you don't have your GMB embedded in your contact page, which is, in my opinion, a big no-no. You need to have it in your contact page. At bare minimum, it should be on your home page and your contact page, and you don't have it on one either. So you have it right here. There we go. So put it on your contact page. Let's click over this and see. So on your GMB, because it's not a SOB, you're not going to see the triangulated, map. You do have 80 reviews. You need to be responding to the reviews like we've talked about before with actual, moving company like this. This is good, but just none of this generic stuff like that. And I'm not saying you're doing it. I'm just saying whoever's doing it, please stop and let you do it or get them to pay you to do it, because this is worthless. Let's look at, this is a post. These are worthless. I mean, honest, if you want my opinion, I'll be brutally honest. Some of the stuff people do. The pictures and stuff are great for that, but when you're doing posts, like her web results are pulling her Facebook, her actual website, and BBB is awesome to have that. But when it comes to posts and you're looking at the posts, there's no text in here. It's just like this, not too cold to get your pack on. That's not, this isn't telling me it could just be a lot more optimized is what I'm getting at. And actual links to deep pages, service pages, GMB, maps, CID, stuff like that. But the good news is she's actually posting, which actually shows she cares. This is a better post, but there's still no links in it. I would almost beware of almost putting links in them, but just use them as the learn more button. Because try to put the links in the actual text and see if they don't get rejected. If they get rejected, then you can't do it. If you can do it, then just put them there. If you can't, use learn more button. I'm going to stop doing this one for now. Go ahead, Robbie. This will be the last question I take, and then we're going to go ahead and get off here.
Okay, for the reviews on all the websites that I've seen, is it you make up a Canva review type thing, or do you pull it, or what's the best way to get the reviews on your page?
So there's a plugin, it's called Trust Index,
Okay.
and you can pull reviews that way. And I'll show you. Let me see if I can get it the actual. It's called Trust Index, I believe. The last time it's like Trust something, WordPress plugin, Google reviews. Of course, I can type right now. Trustpilot. It's called Trustpilot. It's this one right here. This is one of the many ones that this is the main one I like. So.
Oh, okay. You put it in the chat.
Yep. That's the main
Perfect.
one that's the main one I use. And once you install it, you can choose, hey, I only want to show 4 to 5 star reviews and, date range, stuff like that. And you can do some setups on how you want it to look and stuff. It's just really good. It's powered by Trust Index, but it's Trustpilot, and it's really good. And that's what I use. So good session, guys. If you have any questions, just email me. If you have any question about location pages, audits, stuff like that, and we'll go from there. And tomorrow we should be going over interlinking and getting that set up on those new pages, and we'll move on. Any questions, let me know.
Thanks, William. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you, William.
Thanks a lot.